Why 15th Amendment is not declared illegal, High Court's ruling, accusation of undermining democracy by abolishing the caretaker system. Case filed against Sheikh Hasina in International Criminal Tribunal, restoring law and order, a challenge, says Home Affairs advisor. Miscreants attack East-West Media Complex, anti-discrimination student movement and BNP condemn. Hello and welcome to the News 24 English Bulletin. This is Tamima Islam. Those were the Bashundhara T headlines. And now the details. The High Court has issued a rule asking why the 15th Amendment to the Constitution should not be declared illegal. On Monday, a bench of Justice Naima Haidar and Justice Qazi Zinat Haq issued the order following a hearing of a writ petition. The order requires the respondents to reply to the rule within the next 4 weeks.
The 15th Amendment abolished the caretaker government system, which allowed national elections to be held under a party government within 19 days before the end of the parliamentary term, while keeping the parliament intact. On Monday, during the hearing of the related writ petition, the High Court issued a rule asking why the 15th Amendment should not be cancelled. It was argued that the amendment obstructed the path to democracy and facilitated the route for election riggers to remain in power.
সংবিধানের মৌলিক কাঠামোটা পরিবর্তন করে দিয়েছে। এই সংশোধনের মধ্য দিয়ে গণতন্ত্রহীনতার দিকে বাংলাদেশ এগিয়েছে। এই সংশোধনের মধ্য দিয়েই বাংলাদেশের বিচার ব্যবস্থায় এক ধরনের হস্তক্ষেপের পরিস্থিতি তৈরি হয়েছে সরকারের।
The petitioner's lawyer noted that suspending the 15th Amendment would not cause any disruption to the Constitution. They stated that the bill was passed in Parliament without any public hearing and that has weakened democracy.
এর মধ্যে যেমন একটা উল্লেখযোগ্য হচ্ছে 7 ধারার পরিবর্তন, যার মাধ্যমে পরবর্তী সংসদগুলোর সংবিধান সংশোধন করার ক্ষমতাকে গুরুতরভাবে খর্ব করা হয় এবং এটা জনগণের যে সুপ্রিমেসি, জনগণের যে সর্বোচ্চ অধিকার রাষ্ট্রের ব্যাপারে, সেটাকে গুরুতরভাবে খর্ব করে। কারণ জনগণ সংবিধানের মাধ্যমে একটা সংসদ নির্বাচন করে এবং সেই সংসদ যদি জনগণের সেই ধরনের প্রতিনিধিত্ব পায়, তারা সংবিধানের সংশোধন করতে পারে।
সেপারেশন অফ পাওয়ার্স, সংসদে একটা বিশেষ কমিটি, সংসদ গঠিত একটা বিশেষ কমিটির সুপারিশ, সেটা সংসদে যাওয়ার কথা প্রধানমন্ত্রী নাকচ করে দিয়েছিলেন। এটা সেপারেশন অফ পাওয়ার্সের ভায়োলেশন, সম্পূর্ণ জালিয়াতির মাধ্যমে সংবিধান লঙ্ঘন করে এই যে বিরাট বিভ্রান্তি সৃষ্টি করে স্বেচ্ছাচারীদের ভিত্তিতে পঞ্চদশ সংশোধনী পাশ করা হয়।
The 15th Amendment recognized Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as the father of the nation and increased the reserved seats for women in the National Parliament from 45 to 50. The rule requires 3 respondents, including the Secretary of Law, to reply. This report, News 24.
A new case has been filed against former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the International Criminal Tribunal. This case included 14 former Awami League ministers, state ministers and MPs. Former ministers and MPs are also facing murder charges in several districts. A UN delegation will arrive next week to investigate deaths from recent protests. The army has handed over looted weapons from Noshindi and Ghazipur to the authorities.
তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়।
বিজলি কেবলস
নিরাপদ আজীবন।
The Anti-Corruption Commission ACC is investigating 41 Awami government ministers and MPs for massive asset accumulation through corruption over the past 15 years. The ACC has also begun probing former Senior Secretary Shah Kamal, who was arrested with 30 million taka in cash. Investigations into former VC Sarfuddin Ahmed and ex-Director General of Shilpakala Academy, Liakut Ali Laki, are also underway. The ACC's work has intensified with several officials now under scrutiny. Miscreants attacked and vandalized the East-West Media office of Bashundhara Group, ransacking Kaler Konto and Radio Capital. The attack, captured on CCTV, occurred around 2:15 p.m. when a group with sticks and rods stormed the office. The chaos, lasting just minutes, caused significant damage to the buildings and smashed at least 20 vehicles. The attackers also looted Radio Capital and beat several employees before fleeing. 7 media outlets, including News24 and Bangladesh Pratidin, were attacked by miscreants. Offices were vandalized, destroying at least 11 cars and 9 motorcycles. The attack has caused panic among East-West Media Group employees. Anti-discrimination student protesters have condemned the violence and demanded arrests. The BNP also condemned the attack and called for severe punishment. The attackers, armed with rods and wearing masks, targeted Capital FM, breaking security arches and damaging devices. The interim government has removed the mayors of 12 city corporations, along with district and Upazila council chairmen and municipal mayors, appointing administrators instead. This decision, announced by the local government ministry on Monday, follows student and public protests and the need for systematic changes. Since former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's resignation on August 5th, local officials have not been working, prompting the government to act. It is not yet clear if councillors will also be removed. BNP Secretary-General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has alleged a conspiracy to undermine the student and public movement's victory and urged party members to stay alert. BNP leader Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry requested the European Union's help in repatriating money allegedly embezzled by Sheikh Hasina and Awami League leaders. On the 44th anniversary of BNP's Shebok League, leaders paid respects at Zia Rahman's grave and pledged to build a democratic Bangladesh. Fakhrul stated BNP is not involved in disorder. The same day, a BNP delegation met with acting EU Ambassador Bernard Spronyard to see EU aid for Bangladesh's economic reconstruction. BNP leader Joinul Abidin Farooq also filed an attempt to murder case against police officers, Harun and Biplab, for an attack 13 years ago. A writ has been filed in the High Court demanding the banning and cancellation of the Bangladesh Awami League's registration for alleged indiscriminate killings of students and the public. Filed on Monday by Arifur Rahman Murad Puya of the Sarada Society, the petition also requests the renaming of institutions linked to Sheikh Hasina. It calls for the interim government's term to be extended to 3 years, the return of 11 lakh crore taka embezzled abroad, and the transfer of officials appointed under the previous Awami League government. We'll be back after a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching News24 English Bulletin. Workers from various government and private institutions have staged protests across the capital, causing major traffic jams. Health workers demonstrated in front of the National Museum in Shahbag, demanding job permanence. Community health care providers joined the protest. Bongo Bajar shop owners formed a human chain in front of the press club to reclaim their shops. Employees in programs to prevent violence against women also protested there. The widespread demonstrations have led to severe traffic congestion throughout the city. Current projects are disorganized with the focus of shifting to future expenses and returns rather than past cost. Planning and Education Advisor Wahiduddin Mahmood addressed this issue after meeting with Planning Ministry officials. Finance and Trade Advisor Dr. Salehuddin Ahmed confirmed that Japan will continue its aid. During his visit to Sher Bangla Nagor, Mahmood stressed the need to cut non-priority projects and discussed the challenge of reopening universities. The Japanese ambassador also met to discuss fund releases and demanded reforms for a better business environment. The Democratic National Convention will confirm Kamala Harris and Tim Walz as nominees on Tuesday. Harris faces competition from Trump, who is active in campaigning and criticizing her as a socialist lunatic. Polls show Harris leading with 51% support compared to Trump's 45%. Harris leads by 6 points overall, but Trump excels on economic and immigration issues. Harris has more sway among swing voters, while Trump is more popular with men and Harris with women. Several directors, including Jalal Yunus, have resigned from the Bangladesh Cricket Board (BCB). Yunus stated he would stay involved in club cricket despite leaving the board. Director Ahmed Shahjadul Alam Bobby has also been asked to step down. Yunus managed cricket operations while Bobby led the tournament committee. Changes within the BCB's management are rumored following the recent government shift. Other resigning members include Ismail Haidar Malik, Tanvir Titu, Naimur Rahman Dujon and Shofiul Alam Chaudhry Nadel. Before ending the bulletin today, thank you for watching News24. Please stay with us.